Alright, welcome back to another video. My name is JP. I'm a UK eBay reseller, and today we're going to go through the top 10 outdoor clothing brands to sell on eBay. Before we do that, we're going to look at what has sold in the last couple of days. First up is one of the outdoor clothing brands that I would sell. Usually it is a low alpine fleece quarter zip, and that has sold for £15. Bought that for £4, I do believe. And next up, would you believe this one? If I told you I sold some ASOS jeans, you would probably not think that I've got £20 for these jeans. And the reason for that is the style. They are super baggy. I don't know if you can tell, but they're like super baggy. And people are into that kind of style at the moment, specifically in the skateboarding world. And next up, we've got this weird fish heavy fleece, and I picked this up in my last video. It sold pretty quick. It sold for £20 and I paid £8 for that fleece. And we sold some shorts. Even though the weather is getting cold, we sold these Nike shorts. They're a really big size, 2XL. That might be why they sold, and they have sold for £14.50, which is not bad at all. The next one, the best clothing piece of them all, some more Nike. It's the Nike hooded padded jacket. It's not a down jacket, but it is really nice. It's got like this little nice logo art pattern on the bottom here and inside the hood as well, and it is in really good condition, and that has sold for £30, and I paid £8 for that one, so really good profit on that one. And a couple more things that are non-clothing. I sold these Dickies work boots. They are steel toe cap, and these cost me just £2 from the car boot. They were absolutely caked in mud. There's still a little bit on there, but I just gave them a quick clean, just with a bit of soap and water, nothing special, and they have sold for £25. So again, really good profit in those. And then lastly, not loads sold, but we're trying to build it up. We're getting there. I sold this Action Man Space Explorer Moonraker vehicle and figure, and that has sold for £25. The box is a bit beaten up, but I picked this up in that Facebook marketplace pick up a few videos ago, if you've seen that, and I've already sold loads from that. This is just one of them that sold recently, but I've sold about 10 other items from that already. So yeah, really good. Made profit from that easily already, which is really nice. And that's that. I'm going to get those packaged up. But before we do that, we're going to go through the top 10 outdoor clothing brands that I sell on eBay. So just a quick disclaimer. This is my personal list, and it's based on a few factors. It's based on how much they sell for, how easy they are to find, and how popular they are, how quickly they sell. So it's, it might be a bit mixed up, and you might think, why is that brand up there? That brand costs so much more, man. But it's not just based on price. It's not just based on how much you can get for these items. It's how realistic it is to find them, and how quickly they sell, and how popular they are. So with that in mind, we are going to start with number 10, Patagonia. And you might be a little bit surprised. You might think that's super popular. Why is that at the top? It's super expensive. It sells for a lot. But I think it's a bit overhyped, and I don't find it often. I think people are hanging on to it. It's really expensive. People aren't just going to give it away like that. So I don't find it loads, especially like the jackets and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever found a Patagonia jacket. But there's obviously people out there that do, and they do find them. It is possible. So it is there. It's at number 10 to start us off, Patagonia. Let's move on. So the next one, number 9, is Mountain Hardwear. You might not know about this brand, because I didn't know about it before reselling at all. I'd never even heard of it. It might be quite new, but they have like a little nut as a logo, obviously like a nut and bolt nut, not like a nut, you know what I mean? But yeah, Mountain Hardwear, a really good outdoor clothing brand. It's probably a bit more popular with actual serious outdoor going people that might be like into climbing and hiking and mountaineering and stuff like that, because it doesn't seem to be popularized by chavs or anything like that. That's why it might be a bit more unheard of, but it is really good and it sells really well. Specifically the trousers do sell really well, but I have a few other things that I've sold before, like tops and stuff like that as well, base layer tops. So yeah, worth looking out for. Mountain Hardware at number 9. Right, moving on, we're gonna go to number 8, and it is Low Alpine, which you've probably just seen one of the fleeces, unless you skipped the very first of the video, which is weird if you did, by the way. But yeah, Low Alpine, number 8, really good outdoor clothing brand, proper OG. And we have another example here. This is actually a different fleece that I've not listed yet, but that's the logo right there, quite noticeable. I'll show you the other one actually, because the other one has got, I would say, the more recognizable logo with the orange little little sun in the background. But yeah, Low Alpine, really good outdoor clothing brand. It doesn't sell for loads of money. It's not going to sell for like 40, 50 quid for a fleece or something like that. Like you've seen that one sold for £15, but you can find it for like 4 quid. So yeah, not bad at all. Worth looking out for, and it is quite popular. So yeah, definitely one to look out for. Low Alpine at number 8. At number 7, we've got Sprayway. Sprayway, another OG one from back in the day. A lot of people had Sprayway coats when I was at school, and it didn't really get advertised as much as some of the other brands. And they also have a collab with Gore-Tex as well. So you might find like Sprayway Gore-Tex jackets, which can sell really well. And that is what I would say look out for. Maybe fleeces. I don't really see trousers too often, to be honest. I don't even know if they make trousers, because I've never seen them. I'm sure they probably do, and I'm sure I've probably seen them before. But the main thing to look out for is Sprayway Gore-Tex jackets for sure. They can sell upwards to like 50, 60 pounds. Yeah, that is number 7, Sprayway. All right. Number 6 is Columbia. I'm sure a lot of people know about this brand. It's quite popular. It's not the most expensive. It's actually quite affordable, but it does resell quite well because it's popular. People are going to want it. People are going to pay for it, and it doesn't lose its value too much. And I say it's quite affordable. It's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. Things to look out for: Columbia trousers, Columbia jackets, even hoodies, fleeces. I'd say everything probably sells as good as it can. But yeah, I've got a couple of Columbia jackets that are really nice, and I've just kept them from what I've bought from charity shops and wherever. So yeah, I really like this brand. That's why it is at number 6, Columbia. Number 5, you guessed it. I don't know if you did, but you guessed it. It's probably the most advertised of them all, maybe. And you probably guessed it now. It is the North Face. Massively popular. Everybody knows about it. Everybody's wearing a North Face puffer jacket, down gilet right now, because it is a little bit cold in England at the moment. But yeah, the North Face is still really, really popular, and it's probably not going to change. It's probably still going to be popular, and it's probably still going to sell. Shut up, doggies. Thank you. But yeah, the things to look out for, definitely the North Face gilets, puffer jackets, down jackets, whatever you want to call them. They're still massively popular, and they're going to still sell really well. But there are other things like the North Face Summit series. They're extremely high priced, and they can sell for like upwards to like 100, 150 quid. And definitely also, obviously, the North Face Gore-Tex ranges. Always good. Always look out for the Gore-Tex stuff, because it sells and people want it. People want that waterproof jacket. They don't want no water resistant jacket. They're gonna get wet, man. They're gonna get wet. All right. Next up, and this one might be a bit surprising to some people, but number four in the list is Crag Hoppers, and you might think it's a bit of a bargain brand or whatever. I don't know what you think. But the trousers sell really, really well. I would say probably avoid most other things. There is another line that I would say pick up, and we'll go through that. But Crag Hoppers, I would say definitely pick up the Crag Hoppers Kiwi trousers, because they are just selling so fast. I'll show you my recent solds here of Crag Hoppers, and you can probably see, we'll do a little scroll, and you can probably see how many that I've sold in the last 9 days. It's actually crazy to me, to be honest. But yeah, Crag Hoppers trousers look something like this. Usually cargo type trousers, and that's the little logo there. It's like a little curly C with, I don't know what it's actually meant to be. God knows, but it's very recognizable. It's usually embroidered here as well. And on the back, it'll say Crag Hoppers embroidered onto the pocket. So they're really recognizable. And these are the Kiwi, which is probably the most popular trouser by them. And yeah, they look like that. These are fleece lined as well. Always gonna, any feature like that is always gonna add a little bit more popularity, whether it's like fleece lined, belted, whether it's like convertible. These are not, but they'll have a little zip here so you can make them into shorts. Always gonna make it more popular to sell. And we've got some more Crag Hoppers here. The thing with these trousers is they're really, really priced cheap where I am. I don't know about everyone else, but I can find these as little as £2. I know these particular ones here, these cost me just £2. Usually a little bit more. They can go up to like £7, £8, but it's still worth picking up because you can sell them for £20 to £25. As you can see in my listings, often a little bit less. Obviously I take offers and things like that. £17.99, I'm happy with that, especially if I paid £3, £4. But these are another pair of fleece lined Kiwi ones. They're just the same really, but these ones are a little different. These are Crag Hoppers Pro Stretch. So you'll see here the little Pro Stretch logo. I don't know if you can read that, it's a little bit tiny, but they're basically just like a stretchy fabric, and they're a bit thinner, a bit lighter for more of like a, you know, a summer trouser walking month. I don't know what I'm saying, but the obviously fleece line are going to sell this time of year when it gets a bit colder, so look out for those when it's a bit colder. And that is Crag Hoppers at number 4. Can you believe it? I don't care, it's my list. They're at number 4. All right, next up, everybody's heard of this one. Everybody had a Berghaus jacket back in 2006. All the chavs had the Berghaus jacket. And this one is particularly nice. It is a Gore-Tex Berghaus jacket. The Gore-Tex logo is usually on the sleeve here, so I always look out for that first if I find a jacket, because it just adds a lot more value to it. But there's other jackets that they do, like the AQ2 and the Aquafoil jackets still sell pretty well. They just don't sell for as much. But this Berghaus jacket could sell for probably £50, I would say. That's what usually I price it at, and it usually sells at that price, especially if it's a good size, good colour, good condition, all that good stuff. But yeah, Berghaus still massively popular, still gonna sell really well on eBay, so look out for Berghaus, and that's why it's number 3 in the list, Berghaus. Okay, moving on. One that you may not have heard of, which is good. This is what this is about. It's about learning and finding things that you might not have heard of and might not think sell that well or anything like that. And this one is at number 2, and it is mountain equipment. And we have a mountain equipment jacket here. The logo on this one is, it's a little bit rubbed out, so it's not great, but I'll show you the tag as well. You can see it's quite a simple logo, just like some little trapezium thing. I don't know what that is, but it just says mountain equipment underneath. But I'll show you the tag because it's probably a bit more evident on that. It's probably a bit more clear. You can see, I don't know what that is. It's not a mountain. It's a weird looking mountain if it is. I guess it is a mountain, but it goes down like this at the top. It's not a mountain. A mountain has a peak. There's no peak on that. What are they doing? What are you doing? Anyway, mounted equipment, size XL. Don't know why I'm saying that. But this jacket's really nice anyway. It is annoying that the logo's kind of faded, but I don't think someone's going to mind that much with this. It's still in really good condition, this jacket. So yeah, look out for mountain equipment. Mountain equipment, anything really is going to sell. T-shirts, hoodies, jackets, fleeces, trousers, pants, socks, I don't know. Nipple clamps, what? No, not that. All right. Anyway, mountain equipment, worth looking out for sure. Definitely popular with more of the serious outdoor guys that are going to be mountaineering, climbing and all that stuff. So it does sell for quite high price, which is really nice, especially if you can find it. I'll show you a listing. I found a mountain equipment dry light down jacket, and I paid £6 for that, and it sold for £62. So yeah, mountain equipment, number 2 in the list. And moving on, finally, at number 1, answers on a postcard, please. It is Rab. We're having Rab at number 1. Rab is probably the if I see it in a charity shop, if I see it about, I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna buy it, whatever, because it just sells really well and it sells for a lot of money. This is a Rab hoodie that I picked up the other day. It was just £6 and it'll probably sell for about £30. So not crazy money for a hoodie, but jackets, trousers, those kinds of things can sell for a lot more money. And it's super popular. It'll sell really fast. That's the most important thing. It's going to sell really fast. So that is why the Rab is at number 1. And it is originally founded and made in Sheffield, which is my home city. So yeah, maybe that's a bit of favoritism there, bit of hometown favoritism to the Rab brand. It has been a bit chavatized as well. It has been a bit chavatized and popularized by the local chavs, but it still holds tight with the OG, with the original climbers, walkers, whatever you want to call them, all those outdoor guys. They're still really popular for everyone, really. So yeah, look out for Rab. It's gonna sell really well. What more can I say? Nothing. That's it. Just look out for it. Buy it. Unless it's silly money. Sometimes it is silly money. But yeah, buy and sell Rab on eBay all day, every day, and that is why Rab is number 1. All right, that is going to do it for the list. We're going to give some honorable mentions because there's a few other brands that you might not know that I still buy and sell on eBay, and they just didn't make the list, maybe because I don't find them very often, and we're just going to reel them off. The first one is Arc'teryx, really expensive brand. Just don't find it very often. If I did, it'd be well up in the list, high up in the list somewhere. The next one is Alpkit. I think that's quite a new one. I don't know, it's new to me, but it still sells really well. Carrymore, really old British brand, sold to Sports Direct, but still sells really well because people still like it. Jack Wolfskin, another one, don't really know a lot about it, but it does sell quite well. Montaigne sells really well, really expensive, just don't find it very much at all. And not to end on a negative note or anything, but we are going to give you just a few brands to avoid, and I don't mean totally avoid. And if you want to buy them, it's fine. You can probably buy and sell them. They just don't sell for very much. And those are high gear, very cheap, bargain sort of brand, really cheap in like Go Outdoors or something. So it's not going to sell for a lot on eBay. And the next one, Regatta, again. It's just they do some really good stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on their brand at all. It's really good, but it just doesn't sell for very much. You might sell a jacket for like 20 quid. Maybe. The next one, Quechua, Decathlon's brand, Quechua, and any other Decathlon brands, I would say just avoid. Again, it's really cheap in Decathlon, so it's not going to hold money. It's not going to sell for a lot anywhere else. And the last one, Mountain Warehouse, again, is another high street brand. Again, it's not going to sell for a lot. It's pretty cheap in the shop. So, and I say pretty cheap, it's not. Nothing's cheap these days, is it? Nothing's cheap, but you know what I'm saying. It's cheap in terms of everything else, in regards to everything else. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know if you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you in the next video. All right, goodbye.